espresso is really delicious.
Is it good?
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes,
I like the
it.
cups too.
Yeah, someone brought these. Shout out to Mike Welker and Cindy Welker, who brought me 4 cups for my birthday.
Aw, when was your birthday?
You gave me nothing.
Well, I don't know when your birthday is.
It was July 16th.
Oh, you've never given me anything for my birthday.
When's your birthday?
Does it matter?
Nope, because I was still...
You're not even a good friend. You don't even know my birthday.
When is it?
April 12th.
Okay. Is it a feast day? Of course it's a feast day. Somewhere.
Oh,
In
yeah,
one of the calendars, it's
yeah.
a feast day.
It was Pascha last year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, 2020.
Why do you look like a Muslim woman?
That's a good question. It's more so that the Muslims look like us. So this was the traditional Eastern habit before it was the traditional Muslim wear.
Mm-hmm.
So
You'd have to ask them.
yeah,
Why do you look like Sister Natalia?
yeah.
Who is Sister
I'm
Natalia?
sure they'd love to hear that question.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What kind of comments do you get?
You know, I don't think as many people mistake us for Muslim as you would think.
Mhm.
I think part of that is because of the chotki on our belt. People think it's a rosary, and so the rosary is not an Eastern tradition. So as you know, Matt, so it's not a rosary, but we do have lots and lots of other devotions to the Theotokos, Our
Before
Lady.
everybody is
So,
shaming you in the comments section.
before all of the comments about how Sister Natalia hates Mary, please know we do love Mary very much, and we in fact pray to her more in our.
Then you do. So shut up. Oh, that feels a bit.
That's not what I was gonna say. Those were from your mouth, not mine. But are you looking for the shaming comments?
Yeah, but there's none, I don't think. Yeah, they'll come though. Don't worry. That's why YouTube com boxes exist.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So anyways, I don't think we don't get it as often as you would think. But
still,
at the
you
same
must get some
time, I'm
reaction.
sure there are lots of people who think it and simply don't say anything.
I suppose, but see, even if it doesn't look like a Muslim dress,
Right.
it doesn't look like a stereotypical nun dress.
Right.
So what kind of things do people say when you get
So
chit-chatting?
sometimes the comment when people come up to us, they say, "What are you?" And I'm like, "A human being."
What are you?
What are you? A rude human being? So no, we get that a lot. What are you? And we also get sometimes are you, what is do you, and then we usually just say, I'm a nun. And sometimes I'll say I'm a Catholic nun just to kind of clarify. But the best response I had, that barista that I was telling you about earlier, in Whole Foods, she was very enchanted by the habit. And anyways, she said, once she realized I was a nun, she was like, that's punk. And I was like, all right, great.
And that's what it takes to be punk in a day and age where everybody's rebelling against all norms and customs.
And she said something about, she was like, yeah, I knew an Orthodox priest one time and he also wore the black drab. And I was like, yeah, black drab. That's what I wear. Yeah. So, yeah. But we get a surprising number of people who instantly recognize that we're nuns. And they might ask for clarification, but their assumption is that we're a nun. Yeah. And that can be just really, really, we get very few negative reactions once they know that we're nuns. I think that probably happens a lot more with priests than it does with nuns, but it's overwhelmingly positive. But it's part of the reason that I love that we wear the habit is because I'll have people come up to me in the grocery store or the doctor's office, or because we always wear this, you know, and even on my home visit when I'm with my parents and stuff, I'm wearing the habit. And so we'll just get people come up to us in these random places and they say, are you a nun? And I'll say, yes. And then they just pour out their heart and just like the depths of their heart. And sometimes they'll share like places of shame or just these places they need prayer, or and it's so humbling because I know it's immediately clear that this isn't about me, right? Like they have no idea who I am, but to them, like I'm a bride of Christ. And so they're speaking to me as a bride of Christ, as someone who has, as far as they know, an intimate relationship with the Lord. And they're entrusting their heart to me. And that's very humbling because again, I know it has nothing to do with me. They don't know me from Adam, from Eve. And so it's a really beautiful thing.
Did you tell me you grew up in Colorado?
I'm most recently from Colorado. I've moved over 20 times, but most recently I'm from Colorado. Yeah.
Why?
My dad was in the Navy.
Cool.
for 20 years.
My dad was in the Navy too. Respect.
Yeah.
What is it like for your parents the first time you came back dressed like that? Were they proud of that? Did they think it was a bit weird? How did your friends and acquaintances react?
Yeah, those are different questions. My parents are thrilled. They're just super supportive, really, really beautiful people. My dad's my biggest fan. But they're both really happy with it. I'm sure it was hard. I don't think it was a big transition for me wearing the habit. I'm sure it was hard for my mom, that I had a new name simply because like, she's the one who named me. This is the name that she gave me, you know? So I'm sure that was a little difficult. But they're just thrilled. And it's never been weird for them or a question for them of like, well, why can't you wear your normal clothes when you're at home or anything like that? Like they just are super respectful of it. And, so that's been easy. And with,
do you bump into people from school or that you used to work with and like, oh wow, you look very different to me?
Yeah, it's pretty shocking for people who knew me when I was in college. No, it's happened. It's happened a couple times, but not often. I think that for the most part, the people that I see now are the people who knew me when I was discerning. So it wasn't wasn't totally shocking. So yeah.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
If you like that clip, be sure to like and subscribe. Cheers.